Good morning, grade 9 students. We were delving the first lesson. Today we are going to touch the first poem, and the poem is much interesting, and the poem will consider or delve about your career. The first you have to understand the heading. The road not taken has been composed by Robert Frost, and he is an American poet. And first you have to understand the road not taken. What does the sentence mean? What does the heading mean? The heading here, you have to understand what happens. When you delve inside the poem, you will understand there are two roads, and the poem was confused which path he had to carry. Finally, he selected the second path. One path he is skipping. Therefore, it has been telling the road not taken. He was single, and as a single traveler, he couldn't travel on the boat. Therefore, he was skipping first, and he is going over the second. Therefore, he is telling the road not taken. That is the one road he skipped. Now, dear students, you have to understand what happens. This story, this poem, will be on the base of our career. Sometime, while maintaining our destination, all the people, they want to be something. They have the different dreams, destinations to visit. What happens? Actually, sometimes when we sometimes seeing the option, we become confused. And why it happens? Because we can't judge which path we have to travel on and which could be smooth enough. So what, in such case, we sometimes fall in our mission. And poet tells we should not think a lot. What the destination we have set in our mind, we should travel. Definitely we will get success. If I shall be in the dilemma, if I shall be in the you can tell confused, I shall be confused that which path I have to go, I have to travel, then I can't get my destination. Therefore, first I have to set my aim and I have to start working. Definitely, I shall get the victory. Okay, going inside first, before you read, we are going to some of the sentences I have given in the grid. We are going to read. This well-known poem is about the making choices and the choices that shape us. What does happens? We have already discussed. This is a great poem, and on the base of that poem, we'll understand about the choices and what the choices we focused. Such choices shape our destination. Choices. Suppose I have any of the choices. I want to be a doctor, engineer, teacher, anything. If I selected the path, and I have to work. I have to start working for my destination. Then I shall get victory. I shall get success. And that choice that I have selected today, that in future will shape our life, our career as well. Robert Frost is an American poet who writes simply but insightfully. Here, poet has poetic license to use any sort of word. Therefore, here insightfully is working as a manner to clarify. But insightfully about common ordinary experiences. What is happening is telling, through this simple poem, he clarified the choice of the people, the destination of the people. What the destination people judge, they should go over. They should maintain their destination. Then they will get victory. And after traveling, if I shall think, this is the wrong path I have selected, I have to go back, then this will be very late and delayed. We should not retreat from there. We should keep going ahead. And finally we will get success. Now we are delving the poem. Two roads diverge in a yellow wood, and sorry I couldn't travel both. And be one traveler, long I stood and looked on one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. What is happening here? Diverge is all about separate. and he is telling he was going anywhere, and he reached a yellow wood. Why yellow wood? Wood is all about forest. Why yellow? If there will be autumn, this is the autumn season, and in the autumn what happens? The maximum trees, they are shedding their leaves, and before shedding you will you will watch their leaves, they are in the yellowish, and actually because they are getting all the leaves are getting old, and now the shedding, the new leaves will appear and come. And on that occasion what happened, this was the tree, this was the forest, and the forest you can think compared to many of the trees, and maximum trees are the shedding. They almost take the example of all the trees are shedding their leaves, and all the leaves color are almost yellowish. In such case, the trees are yellow in color. The falling leaves, after falling, the surface is like a yellow. Therefore, it has been considered yellow wood. He is telling now the point he has reached. From there, the road is diverging in two ways. If he has reached here, now from here, road is separating into two ways, into different ways. Now he is confused which way he should keep going. He is telling, sorry, I can't travel over both. Why? Because I am single, I can select only either this or this. I can't go over the both. And be one traveler, long I stood. First he stood there for his thinking. Then he will decide. He is telling, same situation, if I shall have two destinations in my mind, then I can't go over the two destinations. I have to select only one destination, what I want to be, where I am much interested, and then I have to delve myself. Because I am the single, I can't do two types of job. Therefore, he is telling, long I stood, he kept standing. He is thinking what the road I have to select. And same situation, first you have to understand before selecting your destination. And look down one as far as I could to where it went in the undergrowth. Undergrowth is a dense inside. What happens in undergrowth is written here. Dense growth and the plants. Actually, bussy plants, so the dense plants. Actually, what happens when there are trees after tree, there will be many trees, and the trees will be there will be hardly gap between the trees. In such condition, you can consider this is a dense forest. And what happens? First, he bent. He first tried to peep inside the forest, because he wanted to know where this road is bending, is turning, and is there any barricade in the path. He tried to understand first. Then took the other just as fair and having perhaps the better claim. After seeing the first, actually he selected a second path. For you kind of information, I am telling second path is dangerous in the respect of the poet, and he is much courageous, and therefore he wants to play with danger. First is telling it was the same like the first, because nobody is going over, and what is happening, and now both the roads are completely vacant, no people are over, and having the perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Why it was the same? Both the roads are grassy, especially the first is less grassy, second is more grassy, and wanted wear is unused, no one has gone over. Here the wanted wear means unused. That means both the roads are unused. Today no one has gone over the road. Now, though as far that the passing there had earned them really about the same. What happens? He selected a second. While going somewhere, he came to know, what road I have selected? Grassy, more grassy. But after some time he realized this was the same road like the first, and this is also which type of road is really on. That means used. This is the used, and this has already traveled. Many people have traveled. Today both roads have not traveled, but before many people have traveled. If you are traveling from in path, there you bring a mark, automatically it brings mark, so that one can understand about this path is used path. People always go through the path. So what happened actually, he first selected the second path in the respect of first, because he thought this is the direction of I should go through this path. What is happening? What this path is creating with me? But while delving inside, he came to know this path has been using by the people. Okay, next, third stanza. And both the morning equally lay in leaves, no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for the another day, yet knowing how wild leads on the way, I doubted if I should ever come back. What is happening? He is telling both the roads are going on going in the directions. Everything is happening same over the both path. And after that, what is happening? No leaves had trodden black. Trodden black is all about actually crushed under feet. If there will be any leaves over the on the road, if you will run over the such leaves or anything with such things, what will happen with your feet? When the leaves will come under your feet, then it will crushed, and after that it will set its color, and that yellow will turn into black. So the poet is telling no one has gone through the road, and therefore how he came to know all the leaves were they are yellow, and no one had trodden black. That means no leaf has crushed under feet, and no one in such case, no one was black in color. And now he is going and he is considering that I should go over the second, and I will keep the first for the another day. When I shall come back again, I shall go over the second. But in confusion, he is thinking, will I come again? This is not fixed. But if I shall, then I shall go over the second. I shall be the telling this with a sigh that is all about gasp. That means long taking lead. Somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the once less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. He is telling that today I am doing this, and ages after ages, that means when I shall grow older, then I shall tell my grandson that what happened in my life. I was traveling, and suddenly I saw a road diverged too. Which road I have traveled over the second, because it was the wanted way. It was more grassy in the respect of the first, and I was courageous. I wanted to take risk. Therefore, I have selected the second path in the respect of first path. And this choice made completely different. This has completely changed my life. Today, what you are looking about me, you are knowing about me because of that decision. If I would not have done so, then what you are seeing today would not be. So, students, this was all about the poem, and now you need to understand about the rhyming scheme of the poem and what more this poem tells. I am saying rhyming scheme. Here the poem is also considering alliteration and announcements in the poem. You need to find out. You need to narrate. You need to find out the rhyming scheme of the poem. You have to tell about the assonance of the poem, and you should also mention about the alliteration in the poem. Such things I am seeing in the poem, you have to find out. And this poem is telling you what you want to do, you must think before you do, and after that you must, after the selecting, you must keep doing your work, then definitely you will get success. Thank you very much.